Over the past 5-10 years, I have mastered the art of dribbling. I've taken it to the professional level, and then I've also helped over 50 other young players master their dribbling as well. And within this video, I'm going to be explaining the framework that allowed me to do this and the 3 things that you need to think about if you want to become an elite dribbler. And listen, if you're currently struggling with your dribbling, let's say your brain freezes in game or you have no confidence, then don't worry, don't panic, because I've been there as well. In fact, just a few years ago, I was playing Sunday League and I kind of sucked at football, if I'm being honest. But through the framework within this video, I've managed to develop something that allowed me to get trials at championship clubs, play against professional teams, and move abroad to play full-time football. And I'm going to be breaking it down within this video. I now feel that it's my duty to pass down this framework to the younger generation of footballers like yourself and help you understand what is needed to become a lethal 1v1 dribbler. One of the players I recently taught this to one-to-one was my client Jonathan, and I've helped him ball out, become an elite dribbler, and stand out at the Premier League Academy level, playing for West Ham United. And of course, if you do want to learn more about that, there'll be a link at the top of the description you can just take a look at. But with that being said, let's get into the first pillar of becoming an elite dribbler. First, and one of the most important things, is using every single surface on your foot when you dribble. And this is something that I never fully understood and something I never used to do, if I'm being honest. Using your inside, your outside, your laces, your sole. If you're comfortable with every single part of your foot, it means there's no situation in a game that you won't be able to get out of. There's going to be times where you can't use the inside of your strong foot. You have to use your sole, or you have to use the outside. And when that comes up, if you've been practicing in the right way, that will feel second nature. And so when I saw these pro players doing that, I started to train like that. And once I got a bit more comfortable with the stationary stuff, I started doing freestyle dribbling, again using all different surfaces. And then when I got to these game situations, it felt second nature. It felt completely natural to be able to dribble and get out of these situations. I mean, if you look at these clips on screen of me dribbling, you'll see that I use every surface of my foot all within about 5 seconds. And maybe it's not needed, but it's not something that I'm planning or thinking about in my head. It's all just flow state, and it's all natural through this specific practice within pillar 1. Second pillar is having some main skills, having 2 or 3 skills that you can always rely on. Another thing I noticed when I watch the pros is that they all have a few main skills that they can count on. And game after game, season after season, and even if the defender knows it's coming, they aren't able to stop it, because these players have mastered it to the highest level, and they can do it on both feet, going both ways, no hesitation, no problem. Now, you may be familiar with the Bruce Lee quote, "I fear not the man who has practiced 1,000 kicks once, but 1 kick 1,000 times." Yes, it's predictable. Yes, the opponent knows it's coming. But no matter these things, if this is something that is second nature to you, and you've done this so many times, it's going to be easy to pull out in game. So for me, after realizing this when I was watching the pros, I had to figure out what my best skills were. Instead of doing 10 different skills in a game, or trying to master 15 different tricks that I saw on Instagram Reels, I just picked 2 or 3 of my main skills and doubled down on them. So for me, it was drop the shoulder. I use this all of the time, the la croqueta, and then any form of sole roll roulette. I felt comfortable doing any of these 3 skills, so I doubled down on it. And this of course ties to pillar 1, being able to use any of the surfaces. And now the third pillar, which sort of completes everything together, is all about training your proprioception. Now, you've probably heard me talking about this, whether you've watched 10 of my videos or you've only watched 1. It's something that I'm super big on, something that I try and mention in every single video. And that's because of how important it really is. A few years ago, I'd never even heard of this. I had no idea what it was. But when I started training it, I started avoiding injuries, and dribbling just felt easy. It felt fun. It felt second nature. And it started to tie together the pillar 1 and pillar 2. And if you don't know what proprioception is, maybe you've never seen a video of mine, it's basically your body's ability to control itself without your vision. So if you close your eyes or you walk around in the dark at night, it's the reason you don't bump into the walls. You put out your arms and you sort of know where things are, even though you can't quite see them. That is your proprioception. And no, you don't strengthen it by eating carrots or whatever. It's like a muscle. You can train it. There are certain exercises you can do. And as soon as I started doing these exercises weekly, in fact almost daily, that was when my career and that was when my dribbling started to really go to that next level. It's the difference between fascia drills and gym work, between cone drills and being a natural footballer. When you use logic, it honestly makes the most sense. It tells you where your limbs are, how your joints are moving, how much force you're exerting. And of course, this is going to make you a better dribbler. But on top of that, it's also going to keep you free from injury. And as the saying goes, availability is the best ability. Using the drills that you're seeing on screen, I managed to take my dribbling to the next level. I'd figured out how to use every part of my foot. I'd figured out what my best skills are. And as soon as I started training this, I was able to dribble through teams. And that was when I realized I needed to help other players like yourself do the same. As you can see, you don't need crazy equipment or hours of practice a day. Just figuring out these 3 pillars and working on them is so transformative for your game. If you want to learn a bit more about how you could work with me and potentially how I could help you figure out what your skills are and develop them using proprioception, then go check the top link in the description. There'll just be a little link and it'll take you to a page that you can check out. Now, if you just want to watch, there'll be a video here which dives in a bit more about the whole proprioception thing. And while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe.